Good evening and welcome. My name is Audrey Petty, and I'm the director of the Sojourner Scholars program at Illinois Humanities. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Sojourner Scholars was founded in 2016. Rooted in a commitment to engage pedagogy and equity, Sojourner Scholars is an intensive arts and humanities summer institute for young people living on Chicago's South Side. This free program provides high school students the opportunity to enroll in college-level arts and humanities courses taught by local college and university faculty, and to earn college credits over the course of 3 summer sessions. We're here tonight to meet several members of the Sojourner Scholars community. Every summer, our explorations are brought together around a particular topic. This summer, our theme for all 3 cohorts was education. And our capstone scholars, our graduating scholars, partnered with education specialists to inventory their own formative experiences in schools and to create projects that critically engage concepts of schooling and learning. We will meet members of the capstone community this evening, beginning with RU'GIA Jones, a Sojourner Scholars alumna who was senior TA this summer in the capstone course, and followed by Valentina Gamboa Turner, lead instructor for the course. And then we'll hear from 3 graduating capstone students, Anissa Collins, Nakaya Nash Prince, and Armani Easter. They'll be sharing their reflections and their observations and the work that they engaged in the summer seminar, Radical Love, Self-Determination, and Educational Equity in Chicago. Please let us know you're here tonight. Say hello. We have a chat going, and Chris Gazaitis, our Senior Director at Illinois Humanities, is the chat master. Chris will be providing some additional information about Sojourner Scholars and about the presenters that we're going to be hearing from tonight. So please give a shout and stay tuned. I also, before we close, want to thank not only Chris Gazaitis, but my colleagues at Illinois Humanities, Tyrese Williams and Jane Beachy. Great thanks to you for showing me the ropes with Rapid Response, the series that you all began and crafted so carefully. I really appreciate your support getting this episode up. And we will have future episodes from the scholars, so please stay tuned. You'll be hearing more from capstone students as well as other scholars in the program. Finally, before we continue, I want to thank Tony Santiago, who is our technical director this evening, our technical director for Rapid Response Series. Thank you, Tony, for your expertise and patience and care in pulling this evening together. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. Okay, I think we are on. It says it's recording.
Yeah, it's like recording. I see it.
You can see it, Gia. Okay, so we could just warm up, and as you know, and however you want to kind of find your way into it, and we can stop and start.
I can introduce myself.
Okay.
My name is Gia, RU'GIA, but people call me Gia. I've been in the program since like 2015 or 2016 or something like that. A long time since I was a freshman in high school. The program it's been like a real good learning experience for me. One memory I can remember, like my first year, was we had this real nice house. I can't think of the name.
Yes, it was I think we were at the archive house over on.
And it's like wooden and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was real nice. What else we used to do? I think one of my favorite things was on Fridays we were going field trips to like the Smart Museum stuff and learn, and we'll go eat like the Chinese restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
But the program, it really helped me develop as a person, as a woman, as a teacher, assistant. It helped me do a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have thought I would have did my freshman year. Like coming into the program, I just wanted the college credits. But leaving the program, I learned so much, and like I engaged more, and I connected with people who I probably would not have ever met if it wasn't for the program. And yeah, I really like it.
Gia, thank you. It's so great to talk to you and to reflect with you. You were in the program from our very first summer, so we've just passed our 5-year mark, and we were just getting started in that house. Thanks to Rebuild, we had a little schoolhouse to work from that first year. Since then, of course, you've been through the program through 3 summers. Also, you've been a senior TA for 2 summers. Tonight, we're going to be looking at work from capstone students, students who are just completing the course right now. I wonder, as you think about your capstone year, your capstone summer, is there a highlight that stands out to you now about that time?
My capstone summer was like, I think that was my best year because we talked about something that was really important to me, that I really felt passionate about. We talked about mass incarceration, and we had to make a speech and stuff about it. It's really important to me because I know a lot of people locked up, like even my dad locked up. So it's like, I'm real big on like lowering the recidivism rate, like and all that. I'm real big on advocating for people who've been incarcerated before, so I really had fun. I really enjoyed that, and I really learned a lot about how corrupt the jail system really is and how it really hinders like African Americans, especially males. What else? I just really liked it. I liked it so much that I did my senior paper in high school on it. Everybody thought I was crazy. Like, you doing your paper on jail? You doing your paper on drugs? And I was like, but it's a real, like, it impact my community and everybody around me so much that, like, I want everybody else to know, like, this is really what goes on in the world behind the scenes of people of color, minorities, period. Like, how they do us, especially, like, in the jail system and in the system, period. Because once you're in jail, like, you really are like a slave to the states forever. And I really enjoyed that, and it really helped me. It helped me grow. It helped me find like what type of person I want to be. Like where do I want to stand in the world? It helped me know that I want to stand as an activist, and I want to advocate for people who don't have voices, because I have a voice and I know how to use my voice. So that's why I feel like that was a real good summer for me.
Gia, thank you so much for sharing your reflections. I'm so honored to be co-hosting with you. And I know this is just the first of several conversations that we'll have about your experience, your life as a scholar. So thank you for providing this first entry. And as we move forward, I look forward to hearing from you about your most recent experience as a senior today.
Okay. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Gia. All right, I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Valentina Gamboa Turner, and this summer I had the great pleasure of being the lead instructor of the 2020 Sojourner Scholars Capstone Project. This experience was very transformative for me as an educator and as a learner committed to equity in education. Our scholars brought so much perspective and insight that really helped to continue to inform my work as an educator now at Northeastern Illinois University. I brought in to partner with me and to help me curate this program Dr. Erica Davila, who is a faculty member at Lewis University in educational leadership and also a Chicago Public School alum, such as myself. Together, we crafted an agenda that centered on radical love, self-determination, and equity in education. We utilized pieces from Bell Hooks on Home Place, as well as Dr. Bettina Love, who really illuminates the benefits of abolitionist teaching, as well as the importance of centering students in educational spaces. We were super fortunate to have two dynamic teaching assistants, and that's Gia and Miranda, who every day showed up 100% committed to the students and committed to this vision that Dr. Davila and I structured around an investigation of our educational journey with our scholars. We were in the moment of COVID, and we were unable to be in community with each other, so we all were very creative in trying to find strategies that would support the students on this summer program experience. So we included guest speakers and guest scholars to come and share their wisdom and engage our students. So two of our guest scholars that we had come in were Dr. David Stovall of UIC, as well as Dr. Ann Aviles. And both of these scholars bring really important perspective for our Sojourner Scholars, because they're not the traditional academics that many people are exposed to. They actually function in a very different way within the academy, always challenging and putting forth this agenda of education as a liberatory practice, as opposed to kind of maintaining the status quo of the hierarchy within the educational system. So we were really fortunate to have them, and the students were very responsive to what they had to share. This summer, it was exciting. It was at times kind of difficult because we so wanted to be together, but the feedback that we got from the students made all the difference. When the scholars shared with us how important it was for them to have a place to be, even though it was this online format where they can really reflect on their identity, reflect on education, which is such a big part of young people's lives, they felt like it was worth it and it was worth their time. And they demonstrated that by showing up every day, by putting their best foot forward in their pieces. We asked them to write I am poem, I am from poem, which was a reflection of their neighborhood and their families. And we were astounded at how creative and introspective the students were in that project, in that creative writing project. Then after that, we had the students become researchers. One of the highlights for me was when we had two alum from the capstone program 2 years prior come back and talk to our scholars. And it was amazing to hear this intergenerational dialogue from students that were maybe 3 to 4 years difference in age, right? Apart in age. But just how much the alumni said to our students about, don't take this time for granted. Like it is a privilege to be in this space and to be able to learn about your own community. And they shared with us how they did their research. And that really motivated our students, our scholars in the summer program to investigate the educational journey of their family. Many of them interviewed parents and grandparents, and we were gifted with beautiful, rich stories of the communities, the vibrant life of the school and community life when it was intertwined, which is very different than what's happening in Chicago with the way schools have been kind of dismantled within our communities. So it was an affirmation for myself and my colleague, Dr. Davila, in understanding that community schools are important places and that we need to cultivate and support our community schools, because when there is that interconnectedness between the life, the school spirit, the musical the experience, like in band and music and art and sports, all intertwined in the community, there is a life. that we heard from our scholars' research that was very affirming, that the parents, the grandparents that shared felt like they belonged and felt like they were doing it back back in that time. So that was really a blessing to hear their stories. And it had our students really reflecting on why we're so segregated in Chicago.
Okay, now let's hear from Anissa Collins, Nakai Nash Prince, and Armani Easter as they talk about their summer capstone experience, what all they did, what all they learned, and how was it having a virtual class.
Hello. My name is Anissa. Hope everyone is well, and I wanted to share with you that the Sojourner Scholar program to me is a family. It's a place that has picked me up when I was down time and time again. It's a place that welcomed me with open arms and made me feel safe in times this world was chaotic and I truly didn't even know how to deal with it. I've learned so much, it's crazy, from what it means to be Black and be a citizen in Chicago, let alone America, to who and what God is to me and how that concept has been used to control society. When I first came into the program, I had the mindset like, I'm going to just do this one time, and then after that, I'm done. But over the course of my attendance, I began to love finding myself within my education, something I've never done before. During my last year in the Sojourner Scholars program, we discussed education and the many corruptions of the system. One of my most memorable conversations was me speaking with many influential writers and spokesmen, and I expressed how I felt. To me, education is a system that has taught Black kids into believing that the founding fathers of this country is Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and etc. And those people have saved our lives and freed us, and they are not. The education that I know in America is corrupt and biased to us Black kids, even though we are the people, we are the voice that will carry this country into greatness. What I was taught opened my eyes to my culture, my society, and the world I live in. Truth be told, I never even knew who Sojourner Truth was until I entered the program. The Sojourner Scholars program has taught me what it truly means to really be an educated, strong young lady. And it started with knowing my culture, knowing how to think about certain aspects of society in a completely different lens, and grow from everything I've came to know. The program has helped me find myself and mold pieces of my understanding of this world together, and for that I am forever grateful. This program is my place where I can discover, learn, analyze, unwind, and let go. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Nakai Nash Prince, and I am a capstone of Sojourner Scholars. So this last summer, this summer we did a whole bunch of things, but the one I can really place my mind on because it was such like a fun experience. But one of my main the funnest thing that we did or talked about was like what was happening at the time. So like the riots and like Black Lives Matter stuff and George Floyd, like we was just talking about that, and I love talking about me as a group of the Black community, because I know us as a group go through so much and we get unheard and we get threatened and we don't get listened to. So when we was talking about it and I heard everyone's different opinions about it, it really stick to me because it was just different hearing it from somebody else. And also, so the project that I did was, I did this project with my grandmother. Her name is Mayola Nash. And I interviewed my grandmother and my mom because they both went to the same high school. They went to Inglewood High School. And I just wanted to see how different it was from when my grandmother went and to my mom went. But the conversation kind of went to a turn. So me and my grandmother basically start to talk about how, like, basically her different views about the riots and my different views, because our views is totally different. She don't believe in like Black Lives Matter and feels as if black people think their Black Lives Matter, we should stop killing each other, when that's not the point of the movement. So, yeah, I think the conversation that we had was very interesting. And I had really a good time this upcoming year. Thank you.
I'm Nakaya, and this is my grandmother, and I'm going to be asking her questions about going to high school. What year?
Is it for you or is it for me?
You? When you went to high school?
I went to high school. I graduated in 1964.
Okay, so, and we're just gonna talk about like how high school was for her. Well, you said you went to Hyde Park first.
I went to Hyde Park 2 years.
2 years, and then she
I was the boundaries. They had boundaries back during that time, and I was east of State Street, but I moved west of State Street, and I had to transfer over to Inglewood High School, and that's where I finished in 1964.
Okay.
I completed high school.
Okay, so let's start with the basic question.
Mm.
How are you? You all right?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing well considering my age. I'm doing very, very
kind of
well.
old. It's okay.
Yeah, but I'm thankful that I'm this age, and I got my health issues. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm a diabetic. You know, and I have a minor heart issue, which both of those issues I inherited from my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Both of my parents had heart trouble. My mom her family were diabetics.
Okay. So what's your name and your age? But you don't gotta say your age because if you don't want to. But.
Oh, don't care.
Okay.
I'm thankful that so many don't make it in this day and age. The young people don't make it to 75.
What's your full name?
My full name is Mayola Nash.
Okay. And where you get your name from?
From married. My husband was...
No, your first name.
Mayola. My father named me after his sister.
Mm-hmm. Wait, when was the boycott from the buses? When everybody started boycotting the buses?
Oh, that was back in the 60s. I don't remember.
Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, it was back during that time, too. And then the riot in Market Park, everything started changing.
That was from 55 to 56.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still in school, not high school particularly, but
I was still in school.
So
I was in grammar school.
Yeah. So how was your grammar school?
No, it wasn't. It was white. I was still, we was in Hyde Park.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. And I went to Kenwood Grammar School, and I graduated from Kenwood Grammar School, and that was on 49th and Blackstone. And it was nice. Like I said, it was a bunch of white people. And during that time, girls weren't allowed to wear dresses, shorts. They had to, pants. They had to always have on a skirt or a dress coming to school.
So, during the boycott, did you boycott it?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, y'all still had to ride the bus.
We still had to ride the bus, but my father always had a car, so he took us where. Yeah, so we wasn't really involved in that because he would take us, come back and get us. We had a different upbringing from some people.
Yeah, so
because my parents was always attentive. Yeah, and made sure we got in school. That first generation, they did. So we were more abreast education-wise than the last generation, because they had got older. But I enjoyed school, and I didn't have a problem with getting up, going every day. And like I said, the white kids we went to school with back during that time, and we had white teachers. So we had very few black teachers. So it was, and I remember my best teacher, and she was older than old when she retired. But she was so sweet, Miss Stelzer. She could hardly walk, and she was still teaching. Miss Stelzer was her name, and her hair was completely white when they pushed her out of school, and I think she was like 87, and she still didn't want to retire, But she went on, but she taught us well. And Miss Miller was a black teacher. She was excellent, English teacher. She was the only one, because English was my worst subject. And she helped me through English, and I just loved it. She had her way of teaching English that made you want to stay there and get it. And
you didn't think she had any problems because, like you said, it was mostly white teachers?
Oh, no, she didn't.
So she clicked well with the
She clicked well with. It was like I said, it was a handful of black teachers, but mostly white teachers.
They all
they all got along.
That you know of, sometimes.
Right, that I know of.
Yeah.
Being a young child, you don't always know everything. But we went through school with no problem, no prejudice, and that's why we hated that we had to move out. But my parents tried to move back in Hyde Park, but property had skyrocketed. It was just a lot, And my father and his sister got the house together. So it was nice back during it. And I always said I wanted to live in Hyde Park, even though I know I couldn't ever afford to stay there, because it's a community within itself. It was like you got everything to work with. You don't even have to come out of Hyde Park to go anywhere. They got shopping, they got food stores, they got medical, dentists, they got everything you ever want. You don't have to come out of Hyde Park. So, but it's nice. It was nice.
Yeah, that was all the questions that I had. I'm about to edit this. This is pretty long. It's supposed to be 20 minutes, and I gotta put you and Mama equipment, so I gotta fit all of that down.
Oh, okay. Well, if you gotta eliminate some of most of my comments, that's fine.
Because you're mostly.
But I'm very expressive, and then I just have to get my point across, and I'm not militant. Like I said, everybody have their opinion about Black life. That's my opinion. But, a lot of people might not agree, but I don't agree on a lot. That's why I'm voicing my opinion.
Miss Nash, don't come out. Close the door. Close the door. We working. Please. Thank you.
Yeah, so.
Ouch.
Yeah, so that's why, other than that, I'm okay.
Okay, sign off, say goodbye, or whatever you want to say.
Well, I hope that helped Nakaya as far as me being her grandmother and expressing my opinion about her. Would you call it a survey or?
Just an interview.
An interview.
Yeah.
And I thank you for taking the time to listen to me.
Okay.
Have a good day. Be safe.
Hello everyone, my name is Armani Easter. I'm currently a senior in high school. I've been a part of Sojourner Scholars for the past few years. Over the course of this summer's capstone, me and my peers were introduced to Home Place, A Site of Resistance by Bell Hooks. In this piece, she reflected on her home being a place where she could go to find peace and relax. Hooks also stated that her grandmother was the woman of the house, further explaining how Black women are overlooked throughout society when it comes to the home setting. Women have the ability to balance their own lives as well as others and still manage to make ends meet at all costs for their household. This is very similar to my home place. I grew up in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood on the south side of Chicago with my grandparents, parents, and cousins. My grandma cooked and cleaned day in and day out throughout our home while my granddad worked. My granddad played an important role for the family, but my grandma held things down while he wasn't at home. However, my granddad was still seen as the man of the house. Regardless, it was their hard work and dedication that always helped us come together as a family to love and cherish one another. The different aspects of our home created stronger bonds as we all played a role in some way. Now, I will present you all my poem. I am from Borat's jump ropes and Barbie dolls. I am from card tables, old wooden chairs, and power wheels. I am from Tillman's Corner Store, Harold's, and Simeon. I am from Stay Together and Be Back Before the Streetlights Come On. I am from my grandparents. I am from baked mac and cheese, greens, and fried chicken. This is a picture of my grandparents' living room. This is where my family would call the hangout room. We would always watch movies, play games, or sit and crack jokes together in this room. In the picture to the far left, that is my granddad, and he's currently sitting there watching TV. The picture on the right is the other side of the living room. The picture on the left is another view, along with my grandma's old wooden chair, which was passed down to her from her mother. We used to take holiday pictures in front of it. Some holidays we would decorate the chair to take pictures, and some we wouldn't. And the little small chair right in front of that one is my little cousin's chair, which is where she would sit because she's still a baby. As you can see, the living room is full of pictures, and there's even more all throughout the house, like on walls and stuff like that on the tables, and more. There's more tables and stuff in the back of the house. My grandma has a variety of pictures of her grandkids, kids, siblings, and more. When asked why does she have so many pictures, she will always say a lot of things end, but memories last forever. In the picture on the right, the first graduation picture, that's a picture of me from when I graduated from Beasley. The picture on the left is basically where I grew up at. On 84th and Gilbert, that was my house in the middle, and it was in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. The picture on the right is a picture of the corner store that I stated in my poem. The store is called Tillman's, and me and my cousin would go there all the time to get snacks and stuff. We would stop there on our way to school, or we'll just go whenever, like after school and things like that. And to the right of the store, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but that's the school that me and my cousins went to as well. And this is a picture of the school on the right. It's Garrett A. Morgan Elementary School. They were able to graduate from that school, but I wasn't because I was much younger than them. But eventually it closed down in 2013, and when it closed down, I transferred to Beasley Academic Center. The picture at the bottom is a picture of Simeon Career Academy, which is the school that I currently attend, and it's also down the street from my elementary school. Overall, Hook's piece was a way for me to further understand the importance of the home place and the roles that play a part within. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you, Armani. Thank you, Nakaya. Thank you, Anissa. I want to thank your families for supporting you, supporting your commitment to this program for the past 3 years. Also for offering their own insights and their stories and observations in the projects you've engaged in during your time in Sojourner Scholars. I look forward to our continued explorations together. I also want to thank the capstone staff this summer, which includes Valentina Gamboa Turner, Dr. Erica Davila, Brian Kolar, Miranda Gooseby, and RU'GIA Jones. Please stay tuned for more thanks in the credits, but also I hope that you'll continue the celebration with us this evening. Next up is DJ L O KARI, the brilliant DJ L O KARI, our resident DJ, here with a set inspired and vibing in response to what we've experienced tonight. So please stay tuned, please listen and enjoy. And I hope to see you at the next Rapid Response episode at the beginning of the new year from the Sojourner Scholars. In the meantime, take good care. Good night.
Hello, 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 hello. Rapid Response family. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're about to go ahead and get this party started in just a moment. How's everybody doing, man? It's your boy, DJ L O KARI. It's so glad to, I'm so excited and glad to be here with you all, celebrating, playing some music, continuing to be here for Envisioning Justice. It is always a pleasure to see everyone. I'm in a different environment since the last one. I've currently moved back to Uptown, Chicago and everything, so I'm really happy to be back in this area. You know what I mean? It has been such a pleasure to continuously be able to play music and be in the presence of such amazing, talented people. I want to give it up for all the young people that did videos right before this, so please make some noise for our young people. And without further ado, man, we're about to go ahead and get some music started for y'all. You know what I mean? I hope you guys, have yourself, a little libation, whatever that it is that you like to do. And get down and get ready for your boy DJ L O KARI to just play some tunes for you. It is always a pleasure. Can't wait to get down. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey.
All right, stand by, and I'm going back up to the top.
Always
guys somewhat warm on this crazy winter weather. Let's go. Come on.
It's all in my mind. Take your time, think it over. Let me know what you wanna do. Baby, it's all good. Every little thing I need, the way I feel. Every little thing I need,
I hope y'all got some warm tea.
L O KARI. DJ.
Are you feeling good tonight?
Mix.
This thing got me thanking God for life.
Who can thank God for life right now? Come on, man.
I can't explain, no, no. Yeah. Look, it's gonna be a long, long time before we stop. Boy, they better know who make the scene pop. All I ever needed was a chance to get the team hot. Only thing I fear is a headshot or a screenshot. Pre me, them a pre me. You know they only call me when they need me.
Y'all better be up in the crib dancing right now.
I took girls in the very first text I sent. I don't beg no lovers, I don't beg no friends. If you wanna link, we can link right now. Skip me with some Drake, it's a ting right now. Are you feeling good tonight? This thing got me thanking God for life. I can't explain. I can't explain. When I was in school, being African was a diss. Sounds like you need help saying my surname is. Try to communicate, but every day is like another episode of Everybody Hates Chris. Ever since mom said, son, you are a king. I feel like Floyd when I'm stepping into the ring. Spoke to the boy, said he's flying in with a ting. We're touching the road, I celebrate.
Ages, tell them what they're gonna take the. When step out to that turn up in a dish. Body comfortable, I'm physically fit. I'm a brown and sweet, just like the chocolate. Them ones sound like me. They done up pretty with the okra body. Shut down in the city with me bad girl. Every man want piece of me. The back of them a pop and them a bun. Man want wine behind me have to move kind dusty. I'm looking for a brother who got hella pound. 079, baby, I'm a hammer, did you shop?
Bossy, Godfather, man a OG, man a half humble, man a bossy. Fling a rag a rhythm like it's all free. Bossy, house on the coast G. My money so long it doesn't know me. It's looking at my kids like a bossy.
Hey yo, Sean.
Hey, so when me spitty body with it, maybe gala get with it. Spitty body with it, maybe gala get. When me tappy body with it, maybe gala get with it. Wind up your body and spin it. Girl, when you bubble, that's a trouble. Why you give me this something now? Turn it around and bring it. You're pressing it back on and if you push that button, my girl down, but I can't tame it. Once you broke out and fling it. Once your body shaking up to the limit. Once you wild out to wild it to S to the base, step London and mid and edges. Is it?
I came to rap it up, do my thing. Sabi put me on the gram and a remix thing. Boy, try Wiley with the Pachino flow. Godfather part 2, call me the Nero. I came to win, battle weed as a sin. Disrespect, man, get a slap on the chin. Man, a king in a top, oh, Larry, man, a big DJ, house, better than Barry. Oh, yeah, man, oh, I make your girl melt like a toasty. I've been this way so day, and I write for myself, no ghosting.
He's my boy, got money in a bank and ready to roll and blaze up this tank and got the girls from someone to hang bang. The girl them champion in it. Bossy, 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 bossy. Godfather and an OG. Bossy, bossy, Godfather and an OG. Bossy, bossy, Godfather and an OG. Bossy, bossy, Godfather and an OG. Man a half humble, man a bossy. Fling a rag a rhythm like it's all free. Bossy, bossy, Godfather, man a OG. Man a half humble, man a bossy. Fling a rag a rhythm like it's all free.
Thank y'all so much for being a part of Envisioning Justice in Illinois Humanities. Shout outs. Let's go.
DJ L O KARI.
take the keys to my truck. Get the shawl cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys ain't canine. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track to the old school back. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. All hands are in the air and wave from here to there. If you're an OG Mac or I wanna be here, you see the Lord's been good to me ever since I was a lower man. But now I'm a big
DJ L O
I got
KARI.
the money, $100 bills, y'all. If you were from where I'm from, then you would know that I gotta get mine in a bitch like that. You can get yours in a
If you know something about this song, man, you better get it. Let's go.
party's underway. So slip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I want to go because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody.
Been in the midst of sorrow. You can't see up when looking down. A brighter day tomorrow will bring. Oh, you hear the voice of reason telling you this can never be done. No matter how hard reality seems, just hold on to your dreams, yeah. Although it seems you never win, you will always pass the test. As long as you keep your head to the sky. Can we? As long as you keep your head to the sky, you can win, yes. As long as you keep your head to the sky. When things around you crumble, no, you don't have to stumble and fall. Keep pushing on and don't you look back. Oh, I know the storms and strife. Out of land, you'll be inspired to reach higher and
Si el ritmo te lleva a mover la cabeza y empezamos como es. Mi música no discrimina a nadie, así que vamos a romper. Toda mi mente se mueve. Mira el ritmo como lo tiene. Hago música que entretiene. El mundo nos quiere, me quiere a mí. Toda mi gente se mueve. Mira el ritmo como lo tiene. Hago música que
DJ
entretiene.
L O KARI.
Mi música los tiene fuerte bailando y se baila así.
Estamos rompiendo la discoteca, la fiesta no para, apenas comienza. C'est comme si, c'est comme ça, ma chérie. La 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 la. Francia, Colombia, me gusta. J Balvin, Willy William, te gusta. Los DJ no mienten, le gusta a mi gente y eso se fue mundial. No le bajamos, mas nunca paramos, eso pa, eso pa.
Mi gente, me fait bouger la tête. ¿Y dónde está mi gente? Say yeah, yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3, esquina, esquina, y ahí nos vamos. El mundo es grande, pero lo tengo en mis manos. Estoy muy duro, sí, ok, ya vamos. Y con el tiempo nos seguimos elevando. Que seguimos rompiendo aquí. Esta fiesta no tiene fin. Botellas para arriba, sí. Los tengo bailando, rompiendo y yo sigo aquí. Que seguimos rompiendo aquí. Esta fiesta no tiene fin. Botellas para arriba, sí. Los tengo bailando, rompiendo. ¿Y dónde está mi gente? Me va a bouger la tête. ¿Y dónde está mi gente? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much for taking part and being a part of this amazing event, man. Shout outs to everybody that make this happen. Let's go.
We say the facts and they lie. We coming back when they might say they say they say they don't know. They say it's happening. We say the facts and they lie. We coming back when they might say they don't know. They say they say.
I don't know if y'all know anything about Randy Crawford, but we're gonna try this out right now. Come on.
Because there's no place I can go. Street life, it's the only life I know. Street life, and there's 1,000 parts to play. Street life, until you play your life away. You let the people see just who you wanna be. And every night you shine, just like a superstar. That's how the life is played, a tempting masquerade. You just grew up, you talk, you're who you think you are. Street life, you can run away from time. Street life, for a nickel or a dime. Street life, but you better not get old. Street life, or you're gonna feel the cold. There's always love for sale, a grown-up fairy tale. Prince Charming always smiles behind a silver spoon. And if you keep it down, the sun is always on. Your love will pay your way beneath the silver moon. Street life, street life, street life.
If you're feeling this music out there, I need y'all to get a little bit excited, man. Make some noise. Let's see them fire emojis if you're enjoying this, what you're hearing right now. Come on.
Because there's no place I can go. Street life, it's the only life I know. Street life, there's 1,000 parts to play. Street life, until you play your life away. You let the people see just who you wanna be. And every night you shine, just like a superstar. That's how the life is played, a tempting masquerade. You just walk your talk, you're who you think you are. Street life, street life, street life.
Who know a little bit about this juicy fruit? Why not speed it up a little bit? Come on.
Let's make a toast. Let's get drunk, it's gonna bring us closer. Don't I look like a Holly Berry poster? See the Belvedere playing tricks on ya. Girlfriend wanna be like me, never. You won't find a chick that's even better. I make you hot as Las Vegas weather. Listen up close while I take it backwards. Oh, baby, it's the Cali, send me a with you. I'm not a prostitute, but I can give you what you want. I love your braids and your mouth full of phones. You love the way my butt boom, 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 boom. Keep your eyes on my boom, 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 boom. And think you can handle this, boom, 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 boom. Take my thumb off and my tail go boom. Cut the lights on so you see what I can do. Is it worth it?
chicken on, I put chicken.
You just wanna spill fries on the seat. It's right on the seat, come right on the seat. Last girl, she a lie on the seat. She a fart on the seat, now she dogging the street. I don't trust no one. Thinking like a fan, asking for a pic. She use your phone, call her for you a goofy. If you think I don't know, you need a lift. Is you is or is you ain't got gas money? No IOUs or debit cards, I need cash money. So back up, I need space now. I need you to slow down, it's not a race now. I can't really hear what you gotta say now.
Shout outs to Luca Vandross. Let's go.
Day or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you. How I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come and oh my love. 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. My love. A million days in your arms is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Never too much, never too much, never too much.
It's something about Luther, man, that just makes you feel so good.
Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted.
Shout out to Tia Williams, who finally got out of that chair, baby. Let's get that dancing going. Come on.
Opened the door up, and to my surprise, there you were standing. Who needs to go to work to hustle for another dollar? I'd rather be with you, cause you make my heart scream and holler. Love is a gamble, and I'm so glad that I am winning. We've come a long way, and yet this is only the beginning. Oh my love. 1,000 kisses from you is never enough. I
Tia, there's more coming. There's more coming. If you know this song, man, you better be singing in your crib right now, baby. Let's go.
Thinking about you for quite a while. You're on my mind every day and every night. My thought is you. The things you do seem so satisfying to me. I must confess it, girl. And I like it. You send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you. Show how much you really care. Let me know all of you. You know exactly what to do. You get that vibe out of me and make it more than just a dream. And I like it. You send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you. And I like it. And I like it. Girl, you know it's by you. Just one more time. You're on my mind every day and every night. My every thought is you. The things you do seem so satisfying to me. I must confess it, girl. And I like it. You send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you. And I like it. Girl, you're blowing my mind with the things you say to me. I like the way you do your hair. I like the style you wear. It's just a little thing you do that show how much you really care. Let me know all of you. You know exactly what to do. And makes it more than just
Find your way back. Come back home to the street lights on. Find your way back. Find your way back. Daddy used to tell me, look up at the stars. It's been a long time to remember who you are. Circle the life and one day I might not make it. Circle the life and one day I might not make it. But you just gotta find your way back. Big, big world, but you gotta stay. Find your way back. Don't let this life drive you crazy. Find your way back. Come back home for the street lights on. Find your way back. Find your way back. Daddy used to teach me on my move. Run around, have to tie my shoes. Itty bitty child with a smile like you. Wild, wild child look a lot like you. Daddy used to teach me all my tricks. Run around wide to get my fix. Daddy used to teach me all my plays.
So give me the night. Rub. Rub. Give me the night. Rub. Rub. So give me the night. Rub. Rub. Give me the night. Rub. Rub.
Ooh, I know y'all feeling that bass. I hope y'all are, 'cause I am. Come on. Chris want to know how old I am because I'm just playing all these hits.
as I walked your way. And I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, and I heard you say, 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 and I heard you say. Just right, you got to sit tight. Close your eyes and let your head go down. Get your feet up off the ground. And let your head go down. Get your feet up off the ground. Just an ordinary day. Till your 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 ordinary day. Till your
DJ L O KARI.
Thank you guys so much for rocking out with me, man. My name is DJ L O KARI. I'm getting down to like the last couple of songs, but it's certainly been a pleasure to be playing tunes for you all. Remember to go out there and get this work done. Also take care of yourself, because yeah, it's a long road. If you have not voted yet, you need to go ahead and vote, but I know everybody on this chat has already taken care of that. my people don't play, so I know that we already did our thing. So much love to y'all, man. Keep on fighting. Let's go.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, or drop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on
Thank you.
skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. Interruption. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spiro Agnew eating hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Shape of War Theater and will not star Natalie Wood and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle Jr. The revolution will not give you a mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mays pushing that cart down the block on the dead run and trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. ABC will not predict the winner at 8:32 or the count from 29 districts because the revolution will not be televised. In the instant replay, there will be no pictures of the young being run out of Harlem on the rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motions or still life or Roy Wilkins strolling through watching a red and black green liberation jumpsuit that he had been saving for just the right occasion. Green Acres, the Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville will no longer be so damn relevant, and the women will not care if Dick finally gets down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow because black people will be in the streets looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised.
My life, I had to fight, nigga. All's my life, hard times like yeah, bad trips like yeah. Nazareth, I'm fucked up, homie, you fucked up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright.
influence. Sometimes I did the same, abusing my power full of resentment. Resentment that turned into a deep depression. Found myself screaming in the hotel room. I didn't want to self-destruct. The evils of Lucy was all around me. So I went running for answers.
Thank you for being.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm your boy DJ L O KARI, and thank you guys so much for always supporting me and my music and my craft. I truly appreciate you all. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Please treat each other well. Love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you guys so much just for putting on these events. Shout outs to Tony who's doing all that hard work and the rest of the crew. Jane, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Again, my name is DJ L O KARI, and I truly appreciate you all for just tuning in. See you guys on the next Illinois Humanities event. I'm so excited. Love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you guys.
DJ
L O KARI in the mix.